Thank you very much, everybody, for coming. My name is Lyudmyla Kozlovska. I represent Open Dialog Foundation. It's an organization which is dedicated to protect human rights, democracy, and rule of law. Mainly, we focus on post-Soviet region, Ukraine, Russia, Moldova, and Kazakhstan. Today, we gathered here to discuss very important topic, reform of the Interpol. Don't let it be stopped halfway. During the past 4 years, one of the biggest priority of our organization and advocacy has been to protect political refugees from politically motivated international warrant arrest of Interpol. Although Interpol is an extremely important tool for cooperation of the police authorities in the pursuit and detention of dangerous criminals, sometimes it can also become a weapon, very useful tool used by non-democratic regime to punish dissidents and even their family members. Article 3 of the Interpol Constitution prohibits for organization from interfering in the matters of political nature. But in 2013, human rights organization recorded that non-democratic states have repeatedly violated this rule, and there was such dramatic case when representative of Russia opposition who participate in Bolotny Square protest was numbers of them arrested in European countries, when Kazakh diplomats kidnapped the wife and 6-year-old daughter of the main political opponent of President Nazarbayev, and many other cases from Azerbaijan and other region countries. We faced with the problem how to exclude such kind of violation. And over the past 4 years, our organization held events in European Parliament, in national parliaments of the EU member states, and the Parliament Assembly of Council of Europe, and on the Parliament Assembly of OSCE. Here on Human Rights Dimension meeting of OSCE sessions, we discussed numerous times, it's already 4th year when we discuss this issue, and provide our expertise to the also Interpol bodies. Practically during the period of 2013-2014, we observed skeptical comments about lack of possibility to reform international organization, but nothing is impossible. Once we have gathered support from civil society, media, diplomats, European politicians, and victims themselves when they start publicly speaking about what actually problems can be accused and forced because of abuse of Interpol and other international mechanisms, some kind of positive movements were done. And in November 2016, Interpol introduced a number of changes of its legislation. Open Dialog Foundation was one of the main NGOs who actually promote reform of Interpol, and the biggest achievement of our advocacy work is that a person who has been granted refugee status start to be removed from the Interpol list of wanted people. However, this approach is not enriched in the legislation and is applied inconsistently. Therefore, there's still more to be done, and we have to keep our eye on all of this process. And together with us, today we have those who actually became a victim of Interpol or who tried to prevent abuse of red notice of Interpol. And we will see different voices from different countries, what actually the effect of abuse and what we can do with all of this situation in order to make stronger Interpol and to stop abuses. So together with us we have today Anna Ursaci. She's exiled Moldovan lawyer and human rights defender, founder of the civic movement Numatem. That means I'm not a friend. I'm not afraid, sorry. Ms. Jamila Aimbetova Takmadi, wife of Mr. Murat Khan Takmadi, a Kazakh businessman held in the detention facility of the National Security Committee of Kazakhstan and pressured to provide forced testimony against dissidents. And with us we have person who came specially for our event and OSCE session, Mr. Yusuf Binici from Turkey, ex-police chief of Turkish National Police Department, who has been a victim of Erdogan regime, and today he will be a voice of Turkish opposition and those who are prosecuted because of politically motivated red notice in different countries. And with us we have Yenji Cherip. It's our expert in Open Dialog Foundation, who is regularly work on extradition requests, cases and red notice. He will speak and present a position Open Dialog Foundation together with Destination Justice, who is also a partner of this event, but unfortunately cannot be with us. And before we start discussion, I would like you to hear the voice those who unfortunately cannot come there, but they still with us. They send a message from different countries, from United Emirates, from Israel, from London, from Switzerland, and from Netherlands. So I would like to ask my colleagues to show their voices, and afterwards we will start our presentation. Before we will start it, I also want to announce you, once you have a question and once our presentation will be finished, please feel free